There's a bunch of champions in Anime Fighting Simulator, but of course the big question arrives, which one of these is the best you can get? So today, guys, I got to do yourself a little video on every single champion there is in the game, what they're good at, and of course, if you should get it. There's some Fighting Pass champions in there. There's, of course, the champions over here that are the yellow tier and the red tier, because I think the purple, green, and blues are not that great. So I think let's get into it, and let's tell you guys which champions are absolutely the best that you can get for their tier. If you want to see more videos, be sure to hit subscribe and ding down the notification bell for more videos every single day. If you've done that, go comment down below #PinkArmy. Let's get this going and enjoy the video. Hey guys, it's DefildPlays here. Welcome back to another video. Guys, today we're back in Roblox Anime Fighting Simulator for another video, guys. Today we're back for another little bit of a tutorial, new player guide, and this is on champions. Of course, there's a lot of champions in this game, and it's always pretty confusing which one should you run, which one is the best, and what scenario, and of course as well, which one should you grind for, because champions are not cheap. They're 5,000 Chikara each every single time you want to get one if you're rolling the wheel. So should you grind for those, or should you just go for the Fighting Pass champions instead that don't require any Chikara and make you even Chikara along the way if you have the premium pass unlocked by 40k, which you should have with the newest codes. If you guys have not used the newest code yet, you go check it out on my channel. I made a code video literally yesterday on all the codes, so go check that out. That would be absolutely insane. So before we get into the champions and which ones are best, which ones you should get, I do want to do a giveaway because it's been a little bit of a while, and of course because we're gonna go review some Fighting Pass champions, I do want to give away some Fighting Pass tiers. So if we open up the Fighting Pass, of course it costs you guys 40,000 Chikara, but you should have this Chikara, like I said, from the latest codes. Again, check out on my channel if you have not seen yesterday's video. But of course there are some tiers you can skip with Robux. So what I want to do, guys, I want to give away 20 tiers to you guys, the faces. So that's 2,000 Robux. Seems like a pretty nice little giveaway. So if you guys want to get that, what you have to do, you're gonna have to like today's video, subscribe of course if you're new to the channel, and then comment down below your favorite champion. It doesn't have to be useful, it could just be your favorite character there is in the game. You know, just let me know your favorite champion in the comment section down below, and don't forget to include your username. So like, subscribe, comment, and of course include your username. But before we get into today's video, I want to talk about today's sponsor, G2A. G2A is a website where you can get games, game accessories, and more for a lower price than anywhere else. Even games like Cyberpunk or Hitman 3 are so much cheaper than you can get them anywhere else. Go from 60 euros to only 38. That's insane. Even if you're looking for a Roblox gift card, you can see they're a lot cheaper in G2A as well. So if you want to check out G2A yourself, go check out the description down below for the link and click it right now. So with that out of the way, guys, we're gonna get into the champions. There's a bunch of them in the game, but of course we're just gonna focus on the best tier. So that's gonna be yellow tier, because then they're gonna be a little bit useful, and then we're gonna go check out the red tier, and we're gonna check out the Fighting Pass champions. I got every single champion there is in the game from the previous Fighting Passes as well. So if you're a veteran player, this video is here for you guys at the same time. The only champion I'm not gonna be covering is gonna be Madara. I think Madara right now is kind of out of date with how good the champions nowadays are, and Madara of course requires you to do the tournament dimension. Not everyone is a PvP. So if you want to get Madara to complete your set, you know, feel free to do it. He is pretty good, he's pretty decent, and of course it's a guarantee. You don't have to spin for him, but I think right now at the moment there are better options out there, even on the normal spin board, and of course the Fighting Pass champions are just probably a lot better. So let's get into it. So we're gonna go start off with the yellow boys. You can see them as well over here in my inventory. They're looking pretty cool. We have ourselves Borat, we have ourselves Goku, we have ourselves of course Sasuke, and we have Ichigo as well, and Genos. So are these any good? Which ones you should get? So the only ones I would say I would recommend getting are gonna be Kakashi, because he of course has a 50% chance to dodge any attack from being hit. So this applies to bosses, and this applies to players as well. So if you want to have yourself some nice dodge chance, if you want to be sure that you can get out of sticky situations, then Kakashi is there. He as well of course nerfs 35% damage, which is crazy, and as well 40% damage buff. So this is really nice. Of course we have ourselves the Sasuke 50% damage buff as well, but you know, I don't know if it's gonna be worth the dodge chance. You know, these are pretty good, both of them, but I would say Kakashi is just a little bit better because 50% dodge chance is huge in PvP and can as well be useful PvE where you're doing bosses. Like dodging a hit is really nice. So I would say Kakashi is above Sasuke, but Sasuke as well is a really nice choice to get because he still buffs damage by a lot. Then we have ourselves of course Mr. Goku, Mr. Asta, Mr. Shunks, Itachi, and Eren. Which ones should you get? So of course we have ourselves the first two is Goku and Asta. I would say Goku is pretty okay, but he is I don't know if he's going to be better than Kakashi is. I don't think so. I think Goku and Asta are worse than Itachi just because of the dodge chance, and they still buff damage for 40%. Of course, there is the damage nerf of Asta, but I don't think it's that great. So I would still say that the Kakashi is better than Goku. Of course, only difference like 0.02%, so I would still get Kakashi in that stead. But of course, we have some more champions. So we have Shanks, Itachi, and Eren here as well, and I'm gonna take a look at these ones right now at the moment. So what they do, of course, they nerf damage, but damage buff at 40%. He does some damage reflect though, but you're not going to be often at 50% health. So I would say that this passive at the top is kind of useless. Of course, he trains a lot of strength, sword, and as well durability. So he trains some nice stats, but you know, later on in the video, we have a champion that does a little bit better than Shanks does. So I would say he's not that useful. So then we have, of course, Itachi, and Itachi is gonna take it, I think, from Kakashi because of his 10% health immunity to attacks for 8 seconds. This is gonna be really nice to get away in PvP scenarios. This will change a lot of Chikara strength and durability, nerfs damage for 25%, and buffs damage by 50. So, of course, this is a very hard chance because, like, is this immunity worth the dodge chance? I don't know. I think Kakashi and Itachi are kind of equal as well. If we take a quick look at Eren is pretty bad in my opinion because unless you use strength, because strength has been increased by 55% instead of the flat 50. But you know, I would say a 50 on everything is just a lot easier. So I would say probably Itachi is better than Kakashi because of the 10% damage increase. Can be really nice for boss. It can just squeeze out that little bit of HP that you need to do to take it off. So I would say it's going to be Itachi, then Kakashi, then Sasuke, then any of the other champions. I would say then maybe Shanks, then maybe Goku, Asta, Eren, and all the other ones. So that would be my list for the normal champions. Then, of course, is the question. We have ourselves Fighting Pass number 4 at the moment. Of course, this one will be here for a few months. If you watch this, once Season 5 is out, there should be a video. I will redo it. Once Season 5 is here, I'll try to do one every single season. And that will, of course, be like 3 or 4 months down the line from this video because Fighting Pass Season 4 has been here for not that long. And it otherwise take a lot of time to do some seasons. So we have ourselves, of course, some champions. We're going to go take a look at the champions from this Fighting Pass. And then we're going to go into the old Fighting Pass champions because, of course, those are ones that you maybe don't have because it's been a long time since those have been out. So in this Fighting Pass, we have ourselves a few champions. We have ourselves Zenitsu. We have ourselves as well Bakugo. We got ourselves Mr. Pebble Lee. And we have ourselves Marco and Ochachu. So, these champions are very, very interesting. So let's quickly go ahead and pull them up from my inventory so you guys show them off to you guys, the faces. So we have ourselves first Zenitsu. He trains a lot of swords. So if you were a sword trainer, this is the first time I'm going to go into like actual training because I think the Fighting Pass champions just literally beat everything from the normal list. So if you're literally going for training champions, the Fighting Pass is absolutely mental for this one. So Zenitsu, of course, trains 70% sword and 70% durability, 99% sword and 70% durability. So this one's really, really good. So of course you can sit at a durability spot and you can slide and you can swing your sword. It's the perfect combination because a lot of people already do that combination of training anyway. He buffs damage by 20%, nerfs incoming by 30. It's not that insane, but he buffs sword style by 40. So I am not sure if this means it will be 60 in total for sword damage, but as well, 20% of your outcoming damage is buffed by 55%. So I would say this is Zenitsu is really, really good if you're a sword style user. I would heavily recommend him. He is not the greatest at the start, so what you could do is you could even switch him out mid-battle if you're low HP, because then of course at 20% health you're gonna get yourself a massive damage buff, which is higher than any other champion we currently have in the game. So Zenitsu is pretty good. And then we have, so of course, after that we have Bakugo. Bakugo trains strength, chakra, and durability. So again, another very nice one to train yourself some stuff. He buffs damage by 40% when below 25% health. Quirk damage increased. Quirk damage is a lot of cool quirks are now coming out. Then we have ourselves a few more champions to check out, of course, because we got ourselves some older Fighting Pass champions. Are these going to be worth using, or should you not even grieve about that you never got them before because you're a new player? So we got ourselves, of course, Mihawk. We got ourselves Kirito, Shinro, we got ourselves Meliodas, Asuna, and Gon. So, quickly going over them because they're not that insane. Mihawk, of course, buffs trains sword, but of course Zenitsu does that better right now. You can see right now the difference. He literally, like, Zenitsu is better in every way as Mihawk. Buffs some damage, you know, nerfs some damage, but Zenitsu does it better. And next up, we have ourselves, let's go for Escanop. Again, very bad training. Of course, these are all early champions when they came out, so Escanop is not worth getting. Asuna is pretty okay because she nerfs some damage, buffs some damage with 40-30%. As well, the sword skills, she nerfs with 50% incoming damage and buffs 50% sword. So if you're a sword damage user, you know, 50%, 55% is pretty nice. And again, a damage nerf. So Asuna is pretty decent, but again, I would say that Marco, Pebble and Zenitsu are above her. We have ourselves Meliodas, training 90% strength, but we have seen that other champions do the same thing or better. 50% nerf damage. It's as well 35 buff. So again, it's a worse version of, for example, Pebble Lee. You know, it's fine. Shiro is just bad. He doubles all burn damage. We got ourselves Kirito trading some sword, strength, durability. It's pretty bad. And Gon would be the best one at the moment when it was at its time because he buffed chakra damage for 50%. But now we have so many champions that buff at 50% or more in certain situations. Gon is not useful anymore. So I would say you're gonna have to get yourself Marco, Pebble Lee, or Zenitsu. All three of them are fine because sword styles are in a very good place. So I would suggest Zenitsu as well. Then of course get yourself Itachi and get yourself Kakashi as well and Sasuke. Those are the top champions. Of course, we have one more champion. That would be Madara. You can see him right now over here in the shop, but he of course costs 35% K crowns. On the screen right now, you can see its stats. So when a player is below 25% of its total HP, it becomes immune for all attacks. Other trains 9% of chakra, nerfs damage by 10%, and as well buffs by 40. It's an okay champion. It's not that great. The buff is pretty nice, 40%. It's a pretty easy one to get if you like PvPing. It's well a nice 9% of the chakra, but like I said, there's so many other champions right now out there that do his job better. I don't see any purpose of you getting Madara. So there we have it, guys. A full up-to-date list for Season 4 on the champions. I would say the new champions from the Fighting Pass are just absolutely crazy. They're really cool. So if I were to recommend something, just max out your Fighting Pass and get yourself Marco, Pebble Lee, and Zenitsu. You can use them in your own like situations. Of course, if you are going to train some sword and durability, use Zenitsu. If you want to train some strength durability, use Pebble Lee. And if you're going to do some bosses, I would just recommend Marco 100%. They're just really, really good. There we have it, guys. Let me know, of course, in the comment section down below, what is your favorite champion in the game? Do you agree with my list or not? Of course, I will still make another video on all the powers in the game. I will rank every single power there is in the game in order so you guys know which ones you should get 100%, but that will be for in a few days. Of course, if there's another video you guys want me to make as a new player and you guys maybe not certain which one you should get, then of course let me know in the comment section down below and I'll make a video on that ASAP. So if you have enjoyed this video on the champions, hit the like button down below and subscribe for you, and I'll see you guys later today or tomorrow for, of course, another video. So I'll say, guys, take care, love you, bye, thanks so much for watching, and of course as well,